We had 3 seniors leave last year and 6 freshmen come in, so there've been a lot of changes in the team, but I think everyone's adjusted really well. We have a lot of really hardworking freshmen, very motivated players, and we've been hitting a lot in the off season. We all are very eager to start the season well, and everyone's really invested, and I think everyone's ready. I think we're pretty well prepared.
Draw a lot of parallels with this year's team to the team we had 2 years ago. So when Dais and Ishaan were freshmen, when both teams we have a very strong freshman class and an equally strong junior class. And I think the importance of that is to kind of lay the foundation for not only this year's team, but also next year's team. I think as captains, we really want to set a good example of how we approach practice and how we approach weightlifting and some of the off-court strengthening exercises, and kind of show them what being a scholar athlete is. And I guess all three of us are kind of trying to do that throughout the offseason, through the season, because the season's really long, and especially February 1st to maybe mid-May, it's more than 3.5 months, and it can get very tiring since it's 6 days a week of practice and matches. But we just try to set a good example of balancing school and tennis, but also make sure we focus and stuff like that.
I think coach put those teams in the early on in the weekend or early on in the season because last season we had a really good team and we were doing really well, but we weren't quite prepared when it came to playing SWAT or Hopkins because we hadn't played as many ranked teams, and because I think we have a really good chance against SWAT or Hopkins this year. I think coach wanted to prepare us before the season started or before the conference matches started to play ranked opponents.
I think one big goal is just getting a lot of wins in, a lot of match experience, just figuring out the lineup, just finding the right pairs and doubles especially, and I think making the playoffs is a pretty clear goal. We have challenging SWAT and even Hopkins. We've always had close matches against SWAT, but they've always come out on top over the past few years. So if we can really go a little bit beyond that and kind of show us our real strengths, and a more personal goal is just developing my doubles game and just continuing to win in singles as much as I can.
I guess one of the goals that I've had going into the season was, because we have such a young team without any graduating starters, as much as I feel like winning this season is super important, I obviously do want a team to win and go to the playoffs. I do just want to kind of lay a foundation for a team next year when these two are seniors, just so that they have enough max experience and just so that they can have more success when these guys are about to graduate.
I'm really excited for this upcoming weekend. I'm playing both Whitman and CNU on the same day. I think those matches should be really big challenges for us. And then the following weekend playing against NYU. So just seeing a lot of new faces on the court and just getting a lot of new match experience. I think that'll really set the right tone for the rest of the season.
I think for me, the FNM match is always close. And it's always tight. Last year, I think it was 4-3 or something like that. So I'm just looking forward for a good tight match there.
Yeah. For me, I'm looking forward to play SWAT because SWAT's similar to our team where they have a really strong class of juniors. So we know most of their lineup and we've played them so many times. So I want to play them again and see what happens.
Well, I think there's a lot of energy on our team. We have a lot of really eager freshmen who've been training really hard and who really show that energy on court. So I think that's something special to watch. And also we have a couple of juniors who've been playing for a while now. And I think we should have some great matches. I think more people should come and watch tennis.
Yeah, I mean, tennis is a sport where you can get really close to the action, as compared to other sports maybe you can't get as close. And I feel like also because of the energy that Ishaan was saying, it does translate to like outside the court and off the court, and the fans are easy to get pumped up. So I feel like anytime you have free time, I guess it's kind of cool to just drop by tennis courts.
Yeah. Tennis matches are very chill, so like you don't have to. There's no obligation to stay there, or like it's not awkward if you show up in the middle of a point or anything. So just drop by like on the way to rugby field or something.